Hello, my name is Deborah Wood. I'll be your instructor for health, safety, and nutrition for young children. I wanted to take you on a quick tour of our course together. When you enter Canvas, you'll see that the leftmost menu is the Canvas menu, and you can access our course from either your dashboard or the courses menu. I wanted to point out the Student Support Hub. This has links to technical support, counseling, tutoring, veteran services, just about any of the campus services you might want are linked directly here, so it's very convenient. And I wanted to also point out the Canvas inbox. This is the preferred way to contact me. It will keep all of the communications with the course, and it sends a message directly to me. It is the quickest way to ask a question or to have me help you with anything that you might need within the course. And then the next menu is our course menu, and we're going to go over several of the elements on the menu in this overview. The middle of the screen will display course information, and then you'll see on the right there's a to-do list and there are little dates next to it. You'll notice the speaker is an announcement, discussions, there's an orientation quiz and a week 1 quiz, and then it moves into the following weeks. So what we're going to do is just start with the modules, and there is an orientation module for you to complete. There in an introduction, there are some highlights from the syllabus. The syllabus and the course calendar were emailed to you. And then there's just a quick quiz, which is 5 questions. And then you can get started on the week 1 module. And you'll notice if you scroll down that the modules will all unlock each week on Monday. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find that our textbook is also linked here in the modules. This week we'll be reading chapters 1 and 2. There are several ways you can access our textbook, but this is just one way. So we're going to go back up to module 1, and we're just going to step through it. Each week the modules will contain an introduction and objectives to give you an idea of what we'll be studying and what you'll be learning. Next, we will have some videos, and it's important to watch the videos and to take notes, and there are guides provided for you for taking notes. You'll want to keep these guides with your notes because these questions will also be included on the weekly quizzes. So there are just 2 very short videos this week, and then the reading assignment. As was noted in the welcome information, this is an accelerated course, so we will cover 2 chapters each week. This week we're starting with 1 and 2. You can order a print copy of the book if you would like. The text is available as a full PDF, or each of the chapters is available individually, or you can link to those chapters that we saw in the modules. So there are 3 different ways that you can access the text. Just check them all out and figure out which one works best for you, and then you can stick with that as you go through the course. Each week there will be a discussion, and this is a time for you to engage with your classmates. This week you'll just be introducing yourself and setting a goal. I wanted to go over some of the procedures for the discussions. To participate in the discussion, you use the reply button to make your first post. Once you've made your post, then you'll be able to see the posts of your classmates. You need to make your initial post by Saturday of each week, and then you need to respond to 2 classmates by the following Monday. And you need to respond to the initial posts of your classmates. you don't just respond within the thread that you created. You always need to use your classmate's name. You need to acknowledge something that they said, and you need to build on a point that your classmate made. If you just said, "Oh, great post," or "interesting," that's not enough to get you full credit in the discussions. So please do be sure that your discussions are robust, that you're really engaging with each other. We're going to use the next button. You should be able to click through each of the modules using these previous and next buttons. There is a quiz each week, and the introduction gives you information about the questions on the quiz. And please note, if you're taking this course with a friend or coworker, the quizzes are not collaborative exercises. You need to work on these on your own. You do have 2 attempts to take the quiz. The quizzes do take from a pool of questions, so they will be a little bit different each time you take them. And then there is a policy letter assignment that's available to you. It's not due until week 2. It'll be due January 31st. For this assignment, you're going to watch this video, and from the information on the video, you'll write a letter to parents letting them know what the emergency and disaster planning procedures are at your school. And this is a fictitious school that you make up. You may make up some of the facts about your school for the letter, but the actual procedures do need to be based on what you viewed in the video. And it's common that the assignments will be provided to you a little bit early so that you have more than a week to work on them. And then each week there will be a checklist so that you can just check and make sure that you've completed everything for the week. I will post an announcement each week that highlights the information. The syllabus is always available to you here, and Canvas does a great job of creating a course summary that will be helpful, and you can find that here. I wanted to look real quick at the discussions. The student lounge discussion is the Starbucks for our course. If you have a question about an assignment or something about the way the course works, do always post it in the student lounge. This way we can help each other. If you have a question of a personal nature, then please do use the inbox to contact me. But I do check the student lounge every day, and I'll respond to questions there. And then I wanted to point out the grades. Each week I will be grading your assignments. Your discussions will be graded within 4 days after the last discussion. So they'll be graded by Friday each week since they're due on Monday night. Your score will be here, and then there will be comments that will show right next to it. It will display a little text box, and you'll be able to see my comments on your assignments. If you do not earn full points on assignment, I try to give you very detailed explanation as to why you didn't earn full points. And then I wanted to point out at the very top here, this is your breadcrumbs trail. It's so that you can always find your way home. In this course, you are divided into small groups for the discussions, and so sometimes it can be confusing as to where you are, and so you just always want to use this to find your way back to the home page, and then you can find your way to where you need to go in the course. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to working with you.